Welcome to your health reading. Wow. Okay. So maybe because I'm doing it for the collective, but I got a lot. Usually I do it by signs, but I'm doing it collectively today for all signs. But I have a lot here, more than usual, I would say. So maybe it's not too much to someone else, but to me, it's a lot more than usual. So let's just start. We have brain fog. Oh, those who are new, and this is how I do my readings. I pull the cards and I can see through the cards, the tarot cards, what is ailing somebody, okay? And so we're doing it for the collective. So I have a few things here. I saw some brain fog. I see some hip issues or something to do with like it's hard to sit is what I was seeing. Dare I say hemorrhoids, I don't know, but it's hard to sit. Headache. So for people with migraines or headaches, I have that here. Or maybe you had an injury to your head. I have hands and I see wrists too in particular. Hands and I see wrists. Leg. Like one leg is hurting. Could be two because it's a general reading, but I see one leg hurting somebody. Possibly for most people or that particular person, maybe I'm picking up on one person. I see the right leg and it's to do with the knee mainly. Unless it's just for you, the whole leg, but I'm seeing mainly the knee having an issue. I see visual issues here. It's hard to see. Maybe you're having some blurry vision or something. Something's going on with your vision. The whole upper body for somebody, going down to the hips, but we said that already. Maybe possibly your glutes, right? And like a sense of your arms feeling tight. I don't know how to explain that, or the whole upper body feeling tight. I don't know. That's what I saw. So take that how it resonates. And I see hair loss. That's what I got. And for most people, maybe this is all of the above because you maybe have an autoimmune disease, okay? So I got those things in particular. I do see, looking now, I see foot. So maybe your feet hurt. Maybe you have an issue like plantar fasciitis or some ankle issues here. I do see plantar fasciitis here. Looking at the heel as well too, like a heel. But I see it mostly, I think it's plantar fasciitis is what I'm seeing, but it's a general reading, could be anything dealing with your foot and your ankle. Okay, let's move on. So that was the tarot, what I can see, and then I'm going to pull from my herbal deck. Did I mention, I said tightness in the chest as well, right? Because I said arms, but the whole upper body is tight, so it could be hard to breathe. So let's get into the herbal deck. Here we go. All right, so we have lemon balm. It says nurture. We have echinacea, destiny, and babasana, trust. Let's pause this and get into the booklet because I'm going to open up to the pages. But I have highlights, so I'm not going to read the whole thing to you. Yeah, so this is my booklet where I highlighted everything in here that I want. So I can just jump to wherever I want. Let's see. So for the physical things for this particular one, for lemon balm, we have is to stance bleeding. Okay. It's for relaxing effects on the central nervous system. Ooh, that makes sense to me. Providing great relief from stress, anxiety, and depressive moods, which, kind of resonate with, not kind of, it resonates with the tightness of the chest I felt, or the upper body just feeling tight and tense. Or it could just go along with anything because it looks like someone with an autoimmune disease here. But it doesn't have to be, right? It could be these individual things that I mentioned earlier. Greatly eases the negative mood effects from psychological stress. And then we have some spiritual things here that I highlighted. It says soothing and memory powers. So soothing and memory powers, this is what it does when it comes to spiritual aspects. In folklore, it was used to ward off evil and promote good health and happiness. So I'm seeing depression here. I'm seeing some things just probably not going your way. This makes sense to the vision thing that I saw earlier. So that particular card also represents feeling stuck. So it's making a lot of sense, guys. And also this other card here makes sense because you're feeling like there's something missing. Maybe something lost, but I see something missing. Okay. We have it causes the mind. Let me read how they wrote it because I was correcting it for the video, but it says causeth the mind and heart to become merry. And he introduced this herb as a cure for depression and anxiety. See, I highlighted, so I skipped who the person was, obviously, huh? Avencina, it looks like it says that. That was the name of the person, by the way. It was an Arab physician. Let's move on to echinacea. Wait, no, you know what? Let's do the guidance. The guidance says, give yourself permission to mother the deepest core of yourself. Remember, these things are not gender specific. So you could just really hone in on your feminine side where everybody needs to have a nurturing side to them, right? So it's saying, give yourself permission to mother the deepest core of yourself. Listen to your inner child. Retrieve the unconscious parts of your past. Forgive yourself and liberate the inner child that has remained silenced. Lemon balm assist us in, let's turn the page here, assist us in reconnecting to the gentle power of nurturance. Her soft and gentle touch reminds us to connect to the Great Mother in all her shapes and forms. The medicine of honeybee is here to serve you, prompting you to ask yourself, where can I soften and receive? How can I access my inner child to access great wholeness? Honeybee symbolizes the magic of nectar, vitality, prosperity, and the great inner and outer wealth that is ahead. Okay, let's go on to echinacea. Echinacea. So I have one spiritual highlight up here. It says protective spirit medicine. Protective. So you have protective a lot here. It's the second time. So let's do the physical. Echinacea washes and poultices are favored to dress wounds, stance infection, as provide pain relief for sore or torn muscles. Cure colds and flus, reduce fevers, soothe burns and boils, and treat arthritis and rheumatism. Blah, blah, blah. Anti-venom for rattlesnake bites. And then we have here another spiritual thing I highlighted. Chewed to assist in purification and adaptation. Okay. And then we have physical, says ease pain. So clearly I already know you guys have pain. I saw it all over. Coat their hands in, I was talking about hands earlier. Coat their hands in macerated echinacea root so they could take hot food out of boiling pots without being burned by the heat. I think hands are symbolic for something. Okay. Fighting infection and combating colds, flus, and upper respiratory infections. Echinacea primarily tackles the liver, the blood, and stimulation of the immune system. There goes the immune system. I was talking about autoimmune disease. Damaging effects of stress on the organs, enabling deep protection on a multi-organ level. So we have protection here again, and stress is what I want to say. We have stress here. A lot of you are stressed out right now. So we're going to do the guidance. The snake eating its tail. The Ouroboros is the wheel of change, resembling the cycles of life and death. The sun and moon orbit and spin the wheel of change, representing our earthly domain. The echinacea sprouting in the center represents evolutionary consciousness, unbound by the confines of destiny. Like the Wheel of Fortune, this card may signal a twist of fate, a time where something in life shifts us and reorients us elsewhere. Echinacea has shown up in your cards today to remind you that the universe is always in motion and nothing is by accident. The key to see through the cycles of destiny is to remain centered and fluid, flowing with the course of life. The elusive judgments of good and bad only limits the vision of the great understanding. Step back and observe the great vision at play and be unbound by the passing influences. Okay, let's move on. Babisana says, let's do some spiritual stuff here. It says, assist us in healing wounds of the heart, past relationships, grief, loss. See what I'm saying here? Sadness, abuse, and melancholy. Guys are going through a lot here. So you have a lot of stress. You have depression here. There's grief here. There might have been a loss that I had saw earlier, but I also saw missing pieces earlier too. So maybe healing the heart here, relationship stuff is going on here. A lot is going on because it's a general reading. A lot is going on why all this stuff is coming up. It says, healer to heal wounds from childhood. Soul retrieval. Heal a stunted soul that left fragments of itself in a painful past. This is what I was talking about earlier. Something feels missing. A lot of you feel stuck. Okay, is what I saw. Now let's go to the guidance. Babisana's bright and pink flowers bathe the energy body with the softness of light, awakening the inner pathways to unconditional self-love. Babisana reminds us that love is the highest state of receivership, reminding us not to forget the necessary power of self-love. Babisana assists us in rediscovering forgotten places within ourselves, retrieving fragments of our heart-seeking healing. Ask yourself, where in my heart's memory can I bring wholeness to? Babisana's medicine is like that of whales and hummingbirds, the joyous record keepers of the sacred that assist us in assessing the reservoirs of the cosmic heart. Serenita is reminding you to pay close attention to the messages encoded in dreams, synchronicities, and symbols that surround you right now. Through those doorways, you can further explore the great mystery of your heart's desires. So you guys have to go for what you want here. You're not seeing a way out. I did mention blurred vision earlier, so that's making sense spiritually as well. You're not seeing a way out, but there is a way out. And sometimes it's also just divine timing, so patience is going to be needed here. So let me look more into the cards that I saw the pain and the suffering in and go deeper when it comes to just your life, because it's reflecting, the pain is reflecting your life, okay? I see that some of you can be collaborating with others, and that will help you get out of something. So take that collaboration when it comes along. You need to just take a deep breath, be alone if it's possible. I know it's hard for some of you to be alone, but they're asking you to go within. The lemon balm being here is telling me you need to meditate, go within, and see your way out of the situation that you think you can't get out of. But victory is coming. Victory is coming. Like once you drop the feeling of something is missing, or if you're in grief, easier said than done. Remember, I always say that, right? Also the grief, healing from that as well, the loss that some of you suffered, whatever it may be. It doesn't have to be a person dying, right? There's some things you just have to overcome by going within. Some things took you by surprise. That's why it's so hard. You're shocked, you know? Some of you, a surprise is coming to get you out of this. Someone might pop up, something might show up and help you get out of this. But you just have to recognize it because that blurred vision is there. Remember that? So it's time to clear that blurry vision, okay? I would say it's because you need to go within. It's time to go into hermit mode is what I would say. Let me pull some more cards here. Yeah. So an awakening is coming to follow your path here, your life path. Yeah, you see, there is obstacles here. There are obstacles. You're still with things and people and your places that no longer serve you. I'm telling you, there is a way out. You just are either scared to do it. You're just so used to being there. Something's going on where there is a way out. You have to see it. It's there. You're being blinded. You're blinding yourself here. All right. You're holding on. I just said you're holding on. I just pulled the card. As soon as I said you're holding on, I wish I was recording it with a video this time around, but I can't right now. It says you're holding on here. As soon as I pulled that card, I was already saying it. So you're holding on to something that you shouldn't be. There's a heavy burden here. Heavy, heavy burden. All right. They want you to get in this boss mode. Okay. Like I said, it's not gender specific, but this Queen of Wands energy is here showing herself saying, I'm going to move to the beat of my own drum. I'm not going to be afraid of anything that's, what people are going to say or anything else, whatever it is. Okay. Whatever is making you fearful to move forward from this situation. Yeah. It's a hard choice, but you got to make it. Okay. You got to take the blindfold off now. Oh, and you got to take off that tightness I was feeling on the arms. You couldn't move. You have to take off the ropes off or the chains, whatever, off your arms. It's time to move. You're holding yourself back. It's you. You're holding yourself back. You're scared of something. Something like that is going on here, okay? I'm going to close this up because it's getting pretty long and I don't want it to be too long. I hope you received this message well. All right? Until next time, toodaloo.